We will not bow down to racism.
We will not bow down to
injustice.
We will not bow down to
exploitation. I'm gonna stay.
How do you justify the behavior that's displayed in a video like that? And how do you justify the fact that the individual who filmed what the cops had done there was indicted after the fact, and the cop who actually killed someone, murdered someone, is not indicted? Now, the cops will argue, oh, well, we didn't arrest the guy filming the video because he was filming the video, we did it on unrelated charges. That's very convenient for them to say, but the reality is the guy filmed the video, embarrassed the NYPD dug up some dirt on him, and arrested him on unrelated charges, okay? Because you don't mess with authority, you don't mess with the cops, you don't embarrass them and put out evidence of their wrongdoing, which is exactly what that video is. It's evidence of wrongdoing. Now, the cop who put Eric Garner in a chokehold and murdered him is Daniel Pantaleo. And he actually released a statement to the New York Times, and here's what he had to say to the Garner family. He said, "I became a police officer to help people and to protect those who can't protect themselves." Because remember, he wanted to make sure that he protected society from a guy who was selling untaxed fucking cigarettes, okay? That's how he protects and serves. He continues to say, "It is never my intention to harm anyone, and I feel very bad about the death of Mr. Garner. My family and I include him and his family in our prayers, and I hope that they will accept my personal condolences for their loss." Here's the thing, Officer Pantaleo. You had a decision to make, right?
Hell no. The time for remorse would have been when my husband was yelling to breathe. That would have been the time for him to show some type of remorse or some type of care for another human being's life when he was screaming 11 times that he can't breathe. So there's nothing that him or his prayers or anything else would make me feel any different. No, I don't accept his apology. No, I could care less about his condolences. No, I could care less. He's still working. He's still getting a paycheck. He's still feeding his kids. And my husband is 6 feet under. And I'm looking for a way to feed my kids now.
Anyone else?
You know,
all right, thank you very much.
Who's gonna play Santa Claus for my grandkids this year? Because he played Santa Claus for my grandkids. Who's gonna do that now?
So what do you want to happen to him? What do you want?
I said that's it.
But
Thank you.
If you look at the video, you notice that Pantaleo waits for backup, and as soon as there are enough cops, they just pounce on him. And there was no reason for that. Eric Garner did not need to die, right? And the thing that drives me crazy about stories like this is there is this weird mentality in the country where if you look a certain way, well, obviously you're a threat, and for some reason your life doesn't matter. Now, Mayor Bill de Blasio in New York is very upset with the grand jury.
From slavery, the idea of political prisoners started. We were political prisoners brought here from Africa. We were political prisoners in the in order to keep colonialism fat, in order to keep the plantation owners that profited from our sweat and labors, we were kidnapped and brought here as prisoners, and our status hasn't changed, whether it's on the streets. We're prisoners of the ghettos in Harlem. We're prisoners in small tenements. We're prisoners of urine smelling hallways, and I mean, I've always been a prisoner. I've never been free in my life. I don't know what.
Love you, Miss Leslie.
We love you.
We love
Love you, Miss Leslie.
We love you.
It's our son, man. You can't even imagine how she feels.
They wrong. Y'all know y'all wrong.
We gonna get justice.
Y'all know y'all wrong.
We gonna get justice.
And anybody out here don't think so, I don't give a fuck. They wrong.
That's right. We gonna get justice.
We on your side.
On your side. Fucked up, man.
Everybody want me to be calm. Do you know how them bullets hit my son? What they did to his body as they hit his body?
You deserve to be angry, baby.
Nobody had to live through what I had to live through. But y'all want to come with y'all on fucked up ass comments. They don't care about us. Fuck them. Y'all wrong.
He called me and I came back to the funeral home. About 3 blocks away, an odor met me that nearly knocked me out. I said, what on earth in the world is that? It was Emmett's body. That's how. My father was on one side of me, and Rayfield Moody was on the other side of me, and Jean was at my back. And I shrugged them. I said, turn me loose. I've got a job to do, and I don't have time to be fainting now. I saw his tongue had been choked out, and it was lying down on his chin. I saw that this eye was out, and it was lying about midway the cheek. I looked at this eye, and it was gone. I looked at the bridge of his nose, and it looked like someone had taken a meat chopper and chopped it. And I looked at his teeth, because I took so much pride in his teeth. His teeth were the prettiest things I'd ever seen in my life, I thought. And I only saw 2. Where are the rest of them? They'd just been knocked out. And I was looking at his ears. His ears were like mine. They curled. They're not attached, and they curled up. The same way mine are. And I didn't see the ear. Where's the ear? And that's when I discovered a hole about here, and I could see daylight on the other side. I said, now was it necessary to shoot it? If that's a bullet hole, was that necessary? And I also discovered that they had taken an axe and they had gone straight down across his head, and the face and the back of the head were separate.
explain more about what you mean. You say, quote, if they refuse to hear us, we will make them feel us.
One of the things that I also said right below that is that people are going to take that out of content, and I know that they will because they think that it's something negative when it's not. The reason why I think that they don't quite understand what's going on is because it's not happening to them. But I think once we start voting more, the reason why I think that they don't quite understand what's going on is because it's not happening. I think that they don't quite understand what's going on is because it's not happening to them.
Hello? Hey, woman, what was you at last night? Last night changed it all. I really had a...
It's important for African people and all people who appreciate living to make sure that our children and our grandchildren have a planet that is livable. And that means to make very serious changes in the order of the priorities and the politics that exist today.
Mariposa,